What's up, y'all? It's Kimmy Coco, your host of Connecting the Dots, and we are here live at Live Hip Hop Daily Studios, and we are going to talk investments today. We have Kwame Stover and the team at Capital Gains Investments here. Hello, y'all.
How you doing?
And they have a really, really interesting story, so we're going to get into the basics of investments and so forth, but we need to know the story of how this group came to be, and it's really intriguing. So, Kwame,
I would say, 2016, we went to school together. Oh, no, 2018, I'm sorry. 2018, we went to school together. And from there, we would have conversations about investing. They had a truck business, and they was telling me about it. So I was like, well, I do investing. I heard something called Bitcoin, and they was like, well, I don't know what that is, but I'll invest in it. And then they didn't listen to me. And then
So back in 2018, you were talking to them about investing in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You guys already had a company.
Yeah, yeah, we had
A transportation company. If you guys haven't noticed, they're twins here. And so if you're like, wait, they look alike. Yeah, they are twins. So they're sisters, and this is her husband. So keep going. So you told them about Bitcoin.
Yeah, so we was talking about Bitcoin and investing, and then, we kind of went separate ways. Ironically, she went to Korea, and then I was going to Korea. So I was like, well, I'm trying to work where you work. She said, not too bad. So I get there, and she's leaving the very first month that I got there. So, we didn't connect the same way. So now it's 2020, and I'm getting out the Army. And, one day she hit me up, and she's like, what's the stuff you be posting about options trading? And I was like, well, it's like investing in stocks, but you own a contract versus owning the shares of the stock. So she was like, but how you be making so much money so fast? And I was like, look, give me a day and a time, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing.
So they weren't just hanging out like, let's go to Korea. They were in the military, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so thank you guys for your service. My dad was in the Army. My brother he was in the Navy. He was a Navy corpsman. So salute to y'all for that. So cool. So you had this information about Bitcoin. You shared it with her.
Yeah.
It caught on. So what did you do? Introduce yourself and tell, what intrigued you about investing in Bitcoin?
My name is Erica, by the way. So when we met, he was like, hey, I bought Bitcoin at like $30 for one at the time, and he bought over 130 of them. Bitcoin right now is worth $18,000 for one. Mm-hmm. So he's made.
I'm broke.
He's made over $2 million on Bitcoin itself, right? So when he first talked to me about it, it was only like $3,000 at the time. So I was like, okay, it's continuing to move up, but obviously, of course, I didn't take him serious with it. But then I started, like he said, I started seeing him post more and more and more, and I'm like, I do stocks, but I don't make as much as money as he makes. Let me see what I'm doing wrong, so I can get up with him and see what he's doing right, and then that's how we just connected.
And then you put your sister on.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then you put your husband on. Is that what happened? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great.
Well, I was kind of into the Forex Trading.
Okay.
So I was pretty good with that. But then it was like, we got a better one that could make more money than Forex Trading. Then I was like, I'll check it out, see what it does.
So tell people what Forex Trading is.
So Forex Trading is pretty much just trading foreign exchange currency at a fast pace. So it's like... say if you do use the US dollar versus the pound, and you're just trying to see which one is going to make you the most money based off the move that it makes. So that's what foreign exchange currency is.
Okay, we didn't even get you guys' names. Sorry.
Right.
So tell everybody, twin sister, what's your name?
My name is Elise.
And husband, what's your name?
Morris.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so everybody's talking about Bitcoin and Forex and all this stuff. So how'd you guys start the company?
Oh, well.
Everybody's pointing at you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get a phone call from Erica, right? And she's like, I have my cousin on the phone. Can you just explain exactly what you're doing? I explained it to them, and I was like, yeah, and I'm about to get into this stock. And I'm about to get this contract with this stock. So, do the same thing I'm doing, and you're going to make some money, right? She called me the next day. She's like, I made a bunch of money. Like, can you tell somebody else this? So we're on the phone, I'm teaching people like every day. And then I get a call from her sister, right? And her sister's like, why you ain't got a YouTube page?
Yeah.
Why you ain't got this? Why you ain't get that? Why you ain't got a podcast? Why you doing this for free? Like, you helping people make all this money. You should find a way to try to monetize off it. And I'm all like, yeah, well, I like helping everybody, giving information. And she's like, nah, you gotta find a way to do it. So I would say probably like a couple, not even like 2-3 weeks later, we was like, well, we can do this together. Mm-hmm. We can figure out a way to, create a business and, monetize off it. And literally we started this a month ago. You know, this is our fourth week. This is our fourth week. We made over 100,000 last week. This week we're on average to make. Well, when we tally everything up.
So is it an investment group?
Yeah, it's pretty much like a community of investors, and we're really just showing them. If you don't know how to trade, we're showing you how to trade. We're also giving you like alert plays. Like if you don't want to learn how to trade, he's pretty much telling you, hey, just get in this one right here. This one to make you money.
So, okay. Do you guys have your like Series 7, Series 6 or something like that, or is it just an investment group?
Just investment group.
Okay, so you're not investment advisors.
No.
Licensed.
Disclaimer: we're not professional.
Okay, yeah, you gotta tell people that.
Right.
You gotta tell people, listen, y'all, we are not investment advisors.
No. Right.
We're not. Just let's get it out there.
Right.
This is an investment group, so know the difference, okay? Because understand what's going on.
Right.
So, okay. The average person doesn't even understand conceptually what Bitcoin is.
It's true.
Yeah.
And they are reluctant to invest in Bitcoin because there's no regulation on Bitcoin.
That's right.
That's correct.
So tell people basics about what Bitcoin is.
Well,
I got it.
So,
all right, so cryptocurrency is a digital currency.
So Bitcoin is just one
of
of
the
a few
digital
currencies.
Right.
But it's the parent of all the other altcoins.
Okay.
You know, so they have Ethereum, XRP,
Right.
Chainlink, certain other coins that they have as well. But Bitcoin is it's like the S&P 500, how it has all the companies under it.
But
it's the
see,
main
you
one.
are way over some people's head, as you know.
Right.
You can't even say that because to the average person, that doesn't make any
Okay,
sense.
so Bitcoin is the dollar to a dime and a penny and a nickel.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
If you think about how they always say a one world currency, Bitcoin was probably going to be the first one introduced.
So now, if there's been Bitcoin exchange machines, and I've seen like Bitcoin,
right.
you can just buy it. There's like little machines in parking lots and malls and stuff like that. And understand that to any investment you have, there's a risk.
That's right.
Yes.
it's a risk.
So, if you don't put your, the baby's diaper money into Bitcoin,
No.
you know what I'm saying?
You only invest what you can afford to
Right.
invest.
That's I just need people to understand that too, because it sounds great because you get these things and you get these things on Instagram and you're just like, oh wow, like you want to make some money? Hell yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
But with any investment, there's a risk involved. In Bitcoin, and like I said, people are reluctant because there is no regulation.
Right.
Like you get a code, your Bitcoin is a number, and if you don't keep up with it,
That's it. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it.
That's right.
So make sure you get involved with somebody that knows what they're doing and they can walk you through it and help you understand. So you said that you also were talking to people about investing in the stock market.
Yes.
So what do you tell the average person that wants to start investing in the stock market?
I always go with the first rule. Only invest what you can afford to lose, right? And a lot of people are scared to invest because they're going to lose their money. But I tell people all the time, you invest in Verizon if you have Verizon for your phone company. You invest in Sprint, you invest in T-Mobile.
Absolutely.
You're literally losing money every single month with these investments. But if you invested in the stock, you can make money, make that same amount for your phone bill, and your phone is technically free.
Facts. Think of how many times you just throwed your money away on something stupid. And
You
could've
can
used that money to
trade, like day trading. Forex is
Yeah, Forex is a lot more riskier than if I was to tell anybody, I would say start with option trading because Forex is a lot more riskier because in option trading, if I put 200 on the line, if I lose, I only lose 200. But you can still have your say $1,000 or whatever you have in your investing account, right? But in Forex, if you have $1,000 in your account, if you put and you're going for say a $200 or $300 move, and if that I don't want to get too technical, but if it reverses
it's hard
on
not
you,
to get too technical because when you even said options, I took my Series 7 and I failed it by 3 points, and I'm sure that it's because of options.
Right.
Like I'm explain to people the basics of stock options.
So all right, so option trading, right? So with option trading, you're basically getting a contract for a stock, right?
So you get a contract, and there are terms on that contract.
Right. So say Kwame owns 100 shares of that certain stock that you're trying to buy an option on. That's how you get your one contract. And
the terms of the contract are if the stock.
So it's a call and a put, right? So a call is betting that the stock is going to go up. A put is betting the stock is going to go down. the way we do our trading is we do high probability trades with chart analysis to ensure that it can go up or down, but if it reaches to a certain price point, that's when you do a call or you do a put.
Right. Your entry point.
But what does call or put mean?
So a call would be that somebody wants to buy, like they want to buy the stock. They're betting that the stock goes up. So if it's at $20, you're betting that it's going to move up $1. That's a call. If you're doing a put, that's a sell. So if you're a seller, you're saying that, okay, Zoom is going to lose this much money. So if it's at 20 and then it goes down and you put a put in, that'll be a sell. So
And it is absolutely crazy. And like I said, it's counterintuitive to me because I'm like stock, mutual funds,
Right.
whatever the
Yeah.
price is.
Dividends, right.
Yeah.
And that's
Give
the
me my
average
money,
person.
let me
Right.
get
That's
out.
the average
I'm
person.
not trying to, but options are kind of like, you know, a shield for your investment. It's like buying insurance on your
Yeah.
investment.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
That's what it is.
That's right.
That's the way to look at it.
Right.
When you get involved in buying stock,
Options.
do options.
So because with options, so say if I own one share of Amazon, right? Amazon costs $3,124 right now. Don't quote me on that. But if I got a contract for $3,000 and Amazon went up $100, right? Say I own the share, I will make $100 on Amazon, right?
Right.
But if Amazon go up $100 and I own a contract, I'll make $10,000 in that same day off that one contract.
So you
And
can
listen,
make more
you
money.
can make more money. Okay.
Yeah.
But explain that again.
So
Yeah.
A stock.
Yes.
and
so
A call and a put.
You just invested in a stock, but you do an option.
yes.
Right.
Just like buying insurance on the stock that you bought.
Each option is 100 shares of a stock. So this is why you make so much money so fast. So for every penny it goes up, you make $1.
Right.
So for every dollar it goes up, you make $100. But Amazon specifically can go up $100 in a day. If you have one contract, you can make $10,000 off that one contract.
In
And if
one
you have
day.
10 contracts, you can make $100,000 in that one day off that contract.
That's right.
So this is not for the faint of heart.
But
It's
you
not
can
for the
also lose
impatient.
that
It's for
$100,000.
people that really are going to keep up with it and pay attention to it. Like people pay attention to games,
Right.
stats.
Yeah.
Right, and I was
That's-
going to say that too.
yeah,
Keep
it's-
in mind for us, my brother-in-law, he is the chart guy. So he sits and analyzes every chart, any stock that we give him. He's gotten that good, and he can analyze it, and he's going to let you know, hey, this stock is going to move here, or this stock is going to go there. And I feel like that's why we're so successful in our group,
Right.
because we're not in a business to lose money, so we don't want anybody in our community to lose money. So you do have people in our group where they knew nothing about trading whatsoever, and they've made $1,000, $2,000
The first week.
the
The
first
first
week
week.
of
Yes.
them being in our group.
We had one guy made $1,000 on his first
First trade.
off
First
of
trade.
2 contracts.
So because it can be misleading, right?
Right.
Because people make
yeah.
this
Oh, yeah.
money, but it's not really like you made the money until you sell it, right? Like
Yeah.
if
Right,
Exactly.
right.
you the gain is it's not a real gain until you actually do it.
Yeah,
And
until you-
transfer it to
yeah,
your
and then-
account.
Also the other way around, you didn't lose money until you sell. So
Sell,
the expiration
yeah.
date could be to January 4th, right?
On an option.
On the
Yeah.
option.
So you
So,
have till
yeah.
that date for your money to go back up, and you can make more money. A lot of people, we always tell people to be patient. A lot of people want the quick money, but something that I always do, I've been telling people to do long contracts. We had somebody that did 31 contracts on Tesla. He bet that Tesla was going to be $600 by January 15th of 2021. Tesla was like $2,300 by then. He made $1.1 million off a $3,100 investment.
See, guys, it's really easy to make money, but you gotta pay attention and get with people like this. Get with a group. Get you and your friends. Chart some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And go the way you want to go, because you're talking about Tesla and Amazon. That's like going
Those
to
are
the
the-
Gucci and
Those
Louis
are,
Vuitton.
yeah, those are the
Right.
big plays.
Yeah, I'm not going to Gucci and Louis
Right.
Vuitton. I'm going to Macy's.
Right.
I'm
Exactly.
going to set.
And
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
thing,
saying?
and that's what
Okay.
our,
We
that's
specialize
our
in
group.
smaller-
If you,
yeah.
Smaller plays.
If you
So-
come in with $150 account, we specialize in Kwame and Elise and Erica. They do the research to help me chart. So when they find little plays like Neo, Solo, and these are our EV cars that are at $30-$40 right now, and they're doing long calls on them.
Nice.
You know, people can get in, and you can already be at $1,000, $2,000.
EV car?
Electric vehicle.
Electric vehicle.
So like Tesla.
That's the new.
That's
the
the
new
new
that's the
wave.
new
That's the new
wave.
wave
So
right now.
I'm gonna ask you guys about another new wave of investment. I think the last thing that I bought was Pfizer. So
Right.
FSR.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you now people are investing in therapeutics and they're investing in the companies that make the. You gotta really think, and it's really not as hard as it sounds,
No,
right?
not. It's
Because
not.
you think about like when I was looking for a new stock to buy, because I'm like, the stock market is doing things,
It's the
and
best
I don't
time to
care.
get in.
And I don't care what happens, baby. The stock market ain't going nowhere. It's
No,
gonna
it's
go
not.
down.
It's
It's
not.
gonna go up, but it's gonna still be around.
Right.
The most people invest in now are, like I said, therapeutics and pharmaceuticals. What do you guys see as?
The new landscape.
Yeah.
The new
So-
way. I mean, for me personally, I think electric vehicles. If people, I mean,
Really?
because I know California, I think in like 20,
35,
35, 20,
yes.
35, all of their cars are supposed to be electric. So right now, plug stations, anything that rechargeable places, all these things you need to start thinking about it.
You gotta think about the lithium
I never
batteries.
thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are so on point.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
got
you know
to when
you
research
research and
this
stuff.
Our
Yeah.
days start at 4 a.m. doing research.
Yeah.
Right.
Research.
We get up at 4 o'clock every morning.
Listen, y'all, they sound legit to me. I'm serious. So, cool. So another thing you need to think about when you invest is, and you starting to get into a capitalistic mindset, right?
Right.
You turn into this person that you don't even recognize anymore. 'Cause,
Yeah.
That's right.
Everybody's on the internet like, I ain't getting no vaccine. You're like, shit, I'm about to buy all
Pfizer.
this stuff.
Pfizer.
Moderna,
Yeah,
Easy
Pfizer.
Gain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
those
And
are-
so I made a big mistake. I sold my Moderna.
oh,
yeah.
man, Moderna
Yeah.
ran up.
It ran all the way up.
I sold it because I think I saw something where in the trials people were not.
Right.
They had a bad beginning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I went and I bought Pfizer, which I saw the beginning of the run, right? Like I was like, who's gonna come out with it first?
And then imagine if you want to sold
I
Moderna,
know,
you just
and
could have.
Moderna is way higher than
Yeah.
Pfizer.
Or if you were doing option trading, you could have put a put in and let it run its course down.
Me in options. I'm
And
just
then,
not-
so
I got nightmares. Like seriously, I failed my Series 7 early 2000, and it was because of options, and I just like washed my hands.
Series 7, y'all.
So when you become a person that sells stock or trades for another company or anything like that, you have to have your license. So it's like you're becoming a part of the government. It's a whole situation. You got to take a test. You got to get a certain grade. You got to register with the Securities Exchange Commission. They be all in your business for the rest of your life. It's
Yeah.
a lot. And so those are the people that you see, they pay fees. They have to keep up with learning about the regulations. And then what you'll also see, and now that we are getting into a new presidency and a new administration, certain administrations are harder or into regulation of,
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
you
Yeah.
usually see in a Republican administration less regulation,
Right.
right?
Right.
So people are making money hand over fist, and you keep
Yeah.
hearing Trump talking about, people are dying, but we're making money. And to the average person, that sounds messed up, but like when you get that capitalistic mindset, you're just
Yeah.
like, it
you gotta,
changes you.
yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
does.
So you gotta
Stop hearing about people dying.
you do because think about it. If
It's
you're
just-
making money,
It's not that you stop caring about people dying. It's just more of okay,
You taking advantage
you're taking
of
advantage
it.
of the situation
Situation.
that came
you're
about.
taking it because it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna make money at the end of the day.
Why not every year?
Right.
Right.
But I mean, I have like a moral thing with it. So I'm not going to invest in like a shady company which does shady stuff. But that's the type of thing you want to research because you're making money because this company is putting this stuff out, but are they going to get sued in 5 years because they had unethical practices? And then if they get sued, that's you're a part of the company. The stock you have makes you're an owner.
Shit like a shareholder.
So you're gonna be liable. So the
Yep.
stock's gonna drop to nothing because that's they're taking away from the company. So,
When we hear something like that and we know that the stock is gonna drop like that,
you should.
you're not monetized off it. You're
but
not doing
you
put
gotta
options.
know what you're doing and you
Right.
gotta stay on
Yeah.
top of it. And that's why I like what you guys are doing and how it sounds like you're keeping up on top of it. And people really should follow because it's a black-owned business. Number
Yeah,
one,
that's
right.
Yeah.
and even for me, like I said, in the early 2000s, you guys were still probably in the crib. But when I was doing it, I noticed how, some financial advisors, this is like, you got to think. Before people were led to 401ks, there was profit sharing, there was, pensions,
Right.
and people didn't have to gamble, ultimately, their retirement, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So when it switched over, I noticed how a lot of black people, they were given stock, right? Some of these companies were like, hey, we're going to give you one share of stock and da-da-da-da-da. But they didn't know what to do with it. And they were like, you know what? I don't want it. I don't want nothing to do with it. Sell it. Okay, well, now you have a tax implication.
Yeah.
Because what people don't realize is that when you own stock, it's a...
Yeah.
You can definitely be taxed.
It's like you own property. It's an asset, right? So you get taxed and everything. So do you guys have a tax advisor as a part of your group?
Yeah, so we actually do have a couple lawyers within our community, real estate agents. We have a bunch of people that CPAs. So we have a great community where people are so knowledgeable on a lot of areas that we're
So
not.
you don't just recommend people invest in investments. Real estate is a part of it too.
Real estate.
We have real estate too.
real
credit
estate
boosting.
section.
We have
Credit
all that
boosting.
stuff within our community.
Yep.
So how do people get in touch with you guys?
So they can reach out to our Facebook page or our Instagram page.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the-
our Instagram is the number one, capital_gains.
that's right.
That's the number one, capital_gains.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Gains.
Number one underscore.
No, number one. The number one capital.
Number one capital underscore gains.
Right.
Number one capital underscore gains. Okay. So what do people say when they what is your day like? Okay, hi, I got a couple $100, y'all. Is that what they're gonna say to you? What are they
Some
gonna say?
people
I
say
mean,
that.
yeah, some people say that. I mean, but like I said, like they said, we have people in there that's never traded a day in their life. We literally take everybody step by step, hand by hand. We teach them how to trade. We help them during their trades, and we're just, like we said, basically giving you the highest probability trades. We're actually doing the work. We're actually researching. We're not just gonna say, all right, because we got money, we're gonna just invest in this or this. No, we're investing in smaller companies as well, so that we can help people build their account and help them grow. And that's why I think, I love us so much, because none of us up here are selfish. I mean, we're all
Trying to help.
all trying to help. I mean, this is a millionaire right here. He didn't have to help us,
True.
or he didn't have to.
And you have access
Yep.
to somebody that has the knowledge. And he's accessible on the Discord daily. So you don't get that in every
No,
Discord.
you don't.
Yeah.
Some Discords, they'll just be like, hey, we're looking at Tesla. We actually say, we're looking at Tesla. Here's the entry point at $44.50. Once it hits this level, this is where you should enter your trade. And as I analyze the charts, I'll be like, well, I'm finna get technical. It's hit a level of resistance. You can either hold your trade if you want to, or you can take your profit. So we're basically, with the experience that we've gained in the market, we're just advising you on how to become a trader. And if you don't want to become a trader, we're giving you alerts to where you can start building
Just making money. Yeah.
And we're also helping you build a long-term portfolio, which will end up making you more money than your 401k or pension and all that stuff like that.
So who's it through? Is it through a bank, or who's the actual trading people?
So it depends on what platform you use.
Right,
So if
yeah.
Oh, so you
or
can use
TD
any
Any
platform,
platform that
right.
you want.
Yeah.
And that's
Got
not-
you. So
and-
I come to you with the platform that I already have.
Right.
That's
Yep.
what I'm
You
talking
don't
about.
get a percentage of your.
We don't.
No,
Yeah, we
no,
don't.
no.
None of your profit or
Wow,
anything.
that's
Zero.
awesome.
That's
So
it.
anybody can reach out to y'all. So
Yeah.
even with your 401k, you can help them
If they
Yes.
want to pull their 401k and reinvest it, we actually have some good loan calls right now that if you take, I'm going to go, NEO, which is Tesla's competition
in China.
in China. So they just got a factory in Europe. So they already projected to be at $150 by next year, I believe that is right. So if you can get in on that one, that's almost like, baby boomers, Pepsi, they're Coca-Cola, the big time companies now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
You saying to buy it right now for $150?
well, it won't
No.
be $150
No,
right now.
It's
The
projected.
stock.
It's
Yeah, the
projected-
stock right now
it's-
itself, I think, is maybe $50
$50
right now.
Yeah.
But it's projected
But
to
it's
be
It's
worth
projected to
$45.
be at 150. So if you get in on a loan call, which I think the loan call was $1,900, right? And you say you get that one share and you just let it ride.
Alright, you've made
When
way
it
over
hits
me.
$150, because you're gonna get in on the long call contract that's
Doesn't
January
expire
1st, and it doesn't expire to the
Jan-
23rd.
Okay, so
out.
a long-
January 2023. That's a long.
Yeah, that's
call.
a long call.
When you because you can get in for a week, a month, or a year. So when you get in for a year or so, that's what you call a long call or a swing trade.
And this is this kind of stuff you need to know and understand. And even if you just, look at it and read about it, to me, I think it's kind of like that on purpose. Like they really don't want people to understand it.
We feel the same way.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, I didn't know anything about options, right? I literally just started doing option trading in May. I started with my stimulus check, right? Well, I used my stimulus check, I saved that money, but then I took $1,200 of my own to invest. I took that $1,200 and I flipped that to 6 figures, right? Or over 6 figures, right? And I did that, I showed them within a 2-month time span.
Yep.
Right? So when I was first talking about it on Facebook, people didn't know what I was saying. So they didn't understand, I was telling them, hey, do options trading, you're gonna make a lot of money, buy this stock, do this. And even somebody like Brother Polite, he's in option trading right now and cryptocurrency and stuff. I was telling him, hey, get into NEO, like that's the next stock. And this was like July 9th.
Yep.
So it's like we've always been talking about this stuff. I wrote option trading course, 5 financial literacy books for children. I was doing all this type of stuff for free. Nobody paid attention to it. Started a business, everybody's asking me questions now.
So now, can people get that stuff still?
Yes, all the stuff still available.
Where is it at?
We have currently have a website with all the information on it.
Oh, okay. What's the website? We gonna look at. We want to look
I'll
at
make
it.
sure I send
Yeah.
the link. It's gonna be on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
on
Okay,
Instagram.
make sure you guys follow their Facebook page.
And the Facebook page
Yes.
is at Capital Gains on Facebook.
Capital Gain Investment Group.
Investment Group, yeah.
Yes.
And I think there's a picture of y'all,
Yeah,
right?
it's a
Yeah.
picture on the front.
Okay, so make sure y'all remember these faces
Right.
and get on the Facebook page and see, what all is going on.
And-
What else?
And just to add the transparency to it, we're not saying that we're gonna make you,
No,
it's-
there's a risk.
Yeah, it's a risk in it, right? So we're not saying that you're not going to take losses, but what our experience, what we're going to do is we're going to help you manage your risk. So when you win big, you only lose small. So that's the best thing about our group. I don't think any other group is doing it.
Yeah, like we said in the beginning, make sure that you're not gambling the baby's diaper money or
Right,
anything
right,
like that,
right.
because it's just there's a risk to every investment. There's tax implications.
Yes.
Yeah, we help
Check
you.
with your tax advisor before you do any of this stuff and let them know, hey, I'm thinking about this, and then
Right.
because you don't want a huge tax implication depending on
That's right.
how old you are or where you are in your financial circumstances. So thank you guys.
Thank
that
you for
was
having us.
very
Thank you.
informative. Make sure you keep us up on what's going on
Oh, for sure.
and come back and maybe we'll have some more step-by-steps.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah,
On
we'll definitely
investments.
do this.
We have
Yeah.
so many things in the works for the future. We're not going to stop till we're on Forbes. And, then we're going to take the next step after that.
Yeah, don't forget about us, y'all. Make sure you come back again. Like I said, make sure you guys follow this group. And make sure you guys follow Live Hip Hop Daily and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out livehiphopdaily.com and check out Connecting the Dot podcast. And make sure you follow us on CTD_ATL on Instagram and on Facebook. Make sure you guys have a great week and we'll talk to you later. Peace.